Good morning, students. I hope all of you are staying safe at your homes. Do not go out of your homes and follow the lockdown. You have studied first two chapters of your reader. Today we are going to start your supplementary reader, that is Moments, and the first chapter of your book is The Lost Child. It is written by Mulk Raj Anand. Now, as it is clear from the title, this is the story about a child who gets lost. Now, you can see I have also written it for you so that you can understand it properly. This story is based on the theme of the close bond that the children share with their parents. All of you must be very much aware that how much your parents love you and how much you love your parents. This is the story of one such child. When you have your parents with you, you want many things. You keep on pressurizing your parents to buy you one thing or the other. But the moment your parents get out of sight, they are not with you, or you get separated from them for one reason or the other, all the things which attract you, they become insignificant. And the same thing happens with the child about whom we are going to read in this story. Now, let me first discuss the title of the story, that is The Lost Child. The story describes the story of a child who gets lost in the fair. Now, these days, you have many places to visit. You can go to the cinema halls, you can go to the malls with your parents, but in earlier days, at the time when this story was written, there were very few things where the children could go, and one of them was fair. It was organized in the spring season. Spring season is a very good season when the weather is very pleasant and the people could go out of their homes. So the child went to the fair with his parents, but the sad thing what happens is that he gets lost in the fair. All the incidents in the story revolve around the child. So the title is The Lost Child. The writer Mulk Anand, he shows us the contrast in the behavior of the child before and after getting lost. I hope the title is clear to you. Now, let me give you a brief introduction of the story. This is the story of a small child who gets lost in the fair. He had gone to the fair with his parents. He is attracted by many things in the fair. He wants those things, but his parents do not buy those things for him. He keeps on pressurizing his parents and sometimes even ignores because he knows that his parents are not going to buy them for him. But unluckily, by chance, he gets separated from his parents. He starts weeping. There's nobody to console him, but he gets a kind man sees him and he tries to console him. He tries to silence him by offering all those things which attracted him a little while ago. He wanted all those things, but now, when that fellow who is unknown to him and when that child is separated from his parents, that those things become insignificant for him. All he wants is his parents. Now, children, I'll give you a brief summary of the chapter The Lost Child. It was spring season, and I've already told you that spring season is a very good season when a fair breeze blows. All the people of the villages had come out of their houses and they were dressed up in colorful clothes, and all of them were walking towards the fair. The children also accompanied their parents. They were going to the fair, and the children, as usual, they were very happy and very excited. The story is about a child who gets lost in the fair. That child was walking with his parents to the fair and he was very much surprised to see the things around. He was attracted to the stalls of toys and sweets. His father did not want to buy him anything, but his mother pacified him and diverted his attention towards other things. But he was so much attracted towards the things that he always lagged behind his parents because his eyes were set on one thing or the other that were in the fair. When they were moving forward, the child wanted those things on the stalls. When he saw a sweet shop, he was attracted towards the sweets. He wanted his favorite burfi, but he knew that his parents would refuse him and they would call him greedy. He moved forward. Then he saw beautiful garlands of gulmohar, but he did not ask for it. Next, what he was attracted towards was balloons, but he knew very well that his parents are not going to buy him those things because they would give him that plea that he was too old to play with balloons, so he walked away. Then he saw a snake charmer, then he was attracted towards the roundabout swing. As he stopped to ask his parents to give him the permission to go on the swing, he was surprised because there was no reply. He could not see his father and mother. Now the child realized that he had got separated from his parents. He started running from one direction to the other direction. The place was overcrowded. He was very much scared, but suddenly a kind-hearted man took him up in his arms and he started consoling this child who was crying very bitterly. He asked him if he would like to have that joyride, but the boy sobbed and said, "I want my father, I want my mother." The man offered him sweets, balloons, garlands, and these were all those things which he had longed for a while earlier. But the child kept on sobbing, and all he repeated was, "I want my father, I want my mother."